A possible three-game series. It is Darussafaka in black there on defense and Buducnost Podgorica in white. The home side needing to win to extend the series to a third game. That's good rebounding. Michael Eric thought he got two hands on it, and this time the two hands belong to Mohamed Baigol to get the rebound. Here's Scotty Wilbekin. Baigol hit a crucial three in that game one, and a lovely pass from Baigol into Michael Eric for the opening score. 10 for Buducnost is Nemanja Gordic. 10 points and 3 rebounds in that game one. And on the turnaround, that gets the home side underway, and that is Kyle Gibson. 21 minutes and 2 points in game one, and he's already scored tonight to equal that accomplishment. Eric in the low post, can't get the ball to him. And there is a foul, off the ball foul. Look at the concentration on the fans there. Baigol comes off Green's screen. Well, the rebound was gathered by Buducnost, but they couldn't hang on to it, and that's good off the ball play by Kyle Gibson, man from Louisiana Tech, 30-year-old American. Here's the Wilbekin three-point attempt. Clatters the back of the rim. Good hands from Gibson to deny an offensive rebound for Green. Here's Wilbekin, defended by Gibson. Baigol takes it inside. Lovely move off the glass. Changed hands as well to deny any possible shot block. Baigol's doing a good job on Gibson. Here he is in that low post. Nice little bounce pass inside. Derman defended by Juwan Johnson. Shot clock on 5. Oh, great use of the equipment there to deny any possible shot block. Zoran Nikolic inside to tie the scores. Juwan Johnson. Well, that's more in hope than expectation. A fadeaway shot almost fading over the end line. Taking it to the hoop, and what a move! Great courage there from Nemanja Gordic. Taking it inside and kissing it off the glass. Juwan Johnson inside. Oh, that came off a Buducnost player. But immediately, Juwan Johnson was surrounded by 3 opponents. This place is rocking. We don't need any of that confetti now. And it just came off the fingertips of Zoran Nikolic. Well, Coach Zikic a lot more animated than he was in game one. David Blatt prowls the sideline. Johnson can't get open. Baigol calls the play for himself. The three-pointer goes up. And that's terrific rebounding by Justin Derman. Gibson. Derman. Lovely little scoop bounce pass inside. And that shot is blocked. Wonderful play by Juwan Johnson there. Blocked the shot. Osmirak inside, and it's tied. Scotty Wilbekin. Not just an outside shooter, Wilbekin got a great all-round game. Gibson, defended by Baigol. Derman rather hesitant. Gibson inside for another 2. Gibson has already doubled his tally from game one, where he got 2 points then. A lot more confident tonight. Couldn't buy a bucket in game one. Oh, inside. And the foul. Great pass inside. 2 foul shots. He's only a 64.7% foul shooter. Well, that belies his 64% statistic, doesn't it? 2 from 2 to tie the scores at 8. Gudic confronted by Wilbekin. Derlman. Well, Derlman can't buy a 3. In actual fact, he did hit 1-3 in that game 1. That was his first shot. And then nothing else after that. Jawan Johnson. Wilbekin trying to get open, setting a screen. And Wilbekin from downtown. My goodness me, that is a hell of a shooter. Well, using the screen as a front screen. And he's already on 5 points. And that was nearer the sideline than the 3-point line. Gibson. Gudic. Oh, well picked up by Derlman, the behind the back pass. And turnover there by Zoran Nikolic. Weigl to Osmerak, man who grew up with another Turkish club, Besiktas Osmerak. Halfway through this first quarter. And Jawan Johnson misses. Eric Green almost lost the rebound. And then that'll be a backcourt volley. It's Furkan Aldemir. 8 minutes and 40 seconds for no points in game 1. So a player only a couple of seasons ago heralded as a great hope of Turkish basketball. Aldemir. Here's Gibson. Gibson inside for 2. Gibson, 6 points already. Means business. I think he definitely hurt his pride not scoring, or only scoring 2 points in game 1. Here's Wilbekin defended by Gibson. Double teamed almost. Oh, well, here's Petar Popovic. Wilbekin defended by Popovic. Wilbekin's inside, off the glass. My goodness me, Scotty Wilbekin, he wants a semi-final place very badly indeed. 7 points already, over half his team's tally. Oh, and then a steal for Wilbekin. He read it perfectly. And here's Wilbekin again, defended this time by Justin Derlman. Ball by into Jawan Johnson in the post. Jawan Johnson, lovely finger roll, and it's a 5-point lead for Darussafaka Darussafaka Istanbul, as they're now known. That'll tick up to 15, it does so. Here's Carl Gibson. Gibson for 3. Well, it's a 3-shot foul. How many times? Well, he misses the middle one as well. They made 11 from 18. And he's missed all 3 there. Goodness me, an 85% foul shooter is 0% tonight. 0 from 3. Yeah, good steal, good hands. That'll be a hell ball. No, it won't. Oh, what a recovery. And Jawan Johnson now has got to make use of that recovery. Well, it's mayhem in there. It really is. And the rebound. That is wonderful hustling from Darussafaka Dosh. They could quite easily have lost that ball, given it up, but no, they fought and fought and fought, and Will Cummins buried it from the corner. Just a 2 though, but it's a 7-point lead for Darussafaka. Nikola Ivanovic inside, lovely pass. Well, it was a lovely pass, but no end product. Will we see a timeout? Well, we will now, I'm sure. 10-9 and 11-2 run. Carl Gibson, 6 points to him so far. 6 of the 10. Oh, that's very close to a backcourt. Nikola Ivanovic. And the foul, holding foul there by Carter. Well, they just about got the ball in play within 4 seconds. Gibson looking for the foul on the turnaround. That's well short. And the rebound is grabbed by 13, Ulubai. Here's Wilbekin. Oh, good hands. Good Oh, great effort as well. Wonderful hustle there by Petar Popovic. Stole the ball and didn't allow it to go out of bounds. Over the top! That's ambitious to say the least. Okay, they look spectacular, alley-oops. But that was a poor turnover. Looks spectacular when they come off, that is. Scotty Wilbekin fakes and shakes. And the rebound grabbed gratefully by Alexa Ilic. Popovic had an open three there momentarily and declined it. Ivanovic. Popovic for three. In and out, and the rebound grabbed by Oldemir. Well, they've stopped the bleeding somewhat. Darussafaka haven't scored for a couple of minutes. But neither have Buducnost. Shot clock on 4. Cummins for 3. That's good boxing out. Super boxing out by Buducnost, as one would expect from any team in this part of the world. Gibson. And the rebound is Cummins again. Doing a good job coming off the bench, Cummins. Got the ball over the halfway line within 7 seconds. Here's Cummins again. Nice little bounce pass into the high post. And well, neither team has scored for a couple of minutes, so it stays a 9-point lead for the Turkish side. That pass is rather too easy. Here's Wilbekin. Taps his chest to say, I've got the play now, it's up to me. Is he going to shoot a three? No, he's going to go inside, lose the ball. And here go Podgorica on the break. Shot clock being turned off at the end of the first quarter. They haven't scored for a long time. They need to score at the end of this first quarter, and they do so. That round of 19. And Darussafaka get us going in quarter 2. Here's Wilbekin. We scored from that spot previously. Cummins in the corner for no points. Good team rebounding by Buducnost. There's a game of runs in game 1, and they get the first score of the second quarter. Great penetration there by the man who ended the first quarter with a score. He starts the second quarter with a score. Nikola Ivanovic. Back to a 5-point game. Here's Wilbekin. Defended by Ivanovic. Danton Kidd is fouled. Shooter, but not tonight as yet. Kartal Azmarak back in for Darussafaka. Here's Wilbekin to Ulubai. Oh, well read indeed by Petar Popovic. He's having a good game, Popovic. And the rebound. And the reset to 14. Here's Popovic again. Popovic inside. Well read indeed by Ilic. My mistake, Ulubai. And the fast break is finished off by Stanton Kidd. Their first score for about 4 minutes, but it's a 7-point lead now for Darussafaka. Lovely pass on the break. Sejovic inside. Gets his shot blocked. And the rebound by Stanton Kidd. Here's Wilbekin. Wilbekin looking for the foul. Uh-oh. Off the glass. Great rebounding, great shot block as well. Reset to 14. It's tough in that paint. Both ends. Here's Wilbekin. Defended by Popovic. Wilbekin. What a recovery from him. He says he was fouled as well. Well, looking down at his arms, there's no blood there. So Wilbekin on 9 points. Ivanovic. Nice pass into the low post, and the cutting player just about had it there. That's a travel. Game 1 was a game of runs. Can Podgorica go on a run here? John Johnson, well, dipped his shoulder and lost the ball. Is Gibson. Podgorica need to go on a run here, and they are not going to go on a run if they can't hang on. Not from where I'm sitting anyway. It's a decent enough pass. Not the best pass I've ever seen, but it wasn't tough. Cummins. Oh, the pass into John Johnson, and that's blocked as well. Johnson knows he's got a game on his hands in there. Wonderful defence. There must have been at least 3 blocks there. And John Johnson, not anything like the impression he had in game 1. Oh, the little Eric comes back in to replace Stanton Kidd. Sejovic. That's a foul, I think. Rather quiet here in the Moracha Arena, and that is unusual. Normally a hotbed of support. Gets his own rebound, and then the shot is blocked again. It's a game of several shot blocks by each team. A flying rebound by Michael Eric, and he still can't convert. It seemed easy to score then. Did all the hard work getting the rebound. Uh-oh. That's a foul. Foul, Michael. Danilo Nikolic on the foul line for his, well, I was about to say his first score, but Clatter's game 1 is returning. Well, at last they score. So now, Buducnost. Didn't read, I didn't hear of any reports of injuries. Valuable player, Landry. Didn't have a good game 1, but then again, nobody scored too many points in game 1. Gibson on the fade. Well, Buducnost, Podgorica doing a lot of things well, except scoring. He only got 54 points in game 1. And at the moment, they're on course to repeat that. That's not a foul. I think that's someone's got an eye problem. Is it a contact lens or a finger in the eye, or no? It's the referee saying, "I want that floor cleaned." Michael Eric, the 2 meters 10 Nigerian. David Blatt, happy at the moment. Then again, Darussafaka went on some big runs in the EuroLeague last year with him as coach. Also made a lot of good comebacks as well. So he knows there are 9 points, but the man who requested the help committed the foul. Wilbekin to inbound to John Johnson. There's Wilbekin again, defended by Ivanovic. Green picks and rolls and doesn't receive it. And Wilbekin, this is the 3, but John Johnson, the rebound and the recycle. Osmarak. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Wilbekin for 3. Goodness me, that is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous for Scotty Wilbekin for his 12th point. Well, Wilbekin got 16 points in the entire game in game 1. He's already 80% of the way there tonight in game 2. And he's made it a double-digit lead. Gibson inside, gets fouled. He'll go to the foul line this time. He's going to take his time. That's more like 2 from 2 this time. Why couldn't he do that previous? Look at the face, that guy in the centre of the crowd there. He's probably thinking the same as me. Why didn't he hit at least 1 from his 3 previous attempts? Wilbekin looks at the hoop. Always a threat. And goes inside, and constant threat. Whenever the ball's in his hand, something's going to happen. Well, gets the roll. 2 from 2 for Wilbekin. Well, we're still in the first half, but Podgorica do not want the game to run away from them. It's a rather hesitant Justin Derman, number 5 on for Buducnost. Here he is. 5 on the shot. Oh my word, where did Wilbekin come from? I hope he's not hurt himself. Landry not suited up for Buducnost. As Justin Derman hits the second foul shot for his first point of the night. It must seem like, well, an era away that Justin Derman won the MVP in 2014 in the final against Eurocup when he was a Valencia player, as the fireworks go off here in the Montenegrin capital. And Juwan Johnson on the fadeaway extends the lead for his 4th point. Extends the lead to 12. Manja Gordic. That's a holding foul, offensive foul, rather, or is it? On the foul line, only a 61.5% foul shooter. Another man who looks... Look at the eyes. Yeah, the eyes go up, but then again, he does hit them both. You can't argue with that. It's back to a 10-point game. Here's Wilbekin with under 4 to go in the first half. Ballboy. Yeah, good weave from Darussafaka. Wilbekin is inside. They can't get the ball to him though. They do so now in the corner. Shot clock on 5. Wilbekin almost lost the dribble. Wilbekin for no points. And if you get a rebound for grabbing an air ball, Nicholas did just that. Derman takes it inside and he's fouled. And he'll get the foul. This time no problem with the first. You're allowed to step in the lane as soon as the ball's left his hand. Well, he misses the second. Defended by Gordic. And that's a foot violation, so a new 14. Well, was that deliberate? The referee said yes. If you throw the ball against an opponent's foot and he doesn't make an attempt to stop it with his foot, then normally it's not considered a foot violation. Well, it's not considered a reset anyway. Oh, what a bounce pass on Wilbekin and Stanton Kidd for 3. Stanton Kidd just 2 points and 2 rebounds in game 1, but already 5 points tonight for the 25-year-old American. A colourful college history. Stanton Kidd is in tertiary education in 3 establishments. Derman in that low post, defended by Wilbekin. And the foul, and the answer is no. Again, just 50% from the foul line. 3 points, all of them. Well, none of them, rather, from the field for Derman. Wilbekin. A constant threat, Scotty Wilbekin. Mohamed Ballboy. Back to Wilbekin, defended by Gordic. Shot clock on 4. Mohamed Ballboy inside for 2. That really does hurt. So low in the shot clock. And, okay, it wasn't an easy 2, but the defense really couldn't cope with it. And it's back to a 13-point lead with under 2 to go in the first half. Gibson inside. He's fouled. He'll go to the foul line and others. The Darussafaka bench is not that long, but makes the first and the second. He's better than anyone else by a country mile. And Wilbekin rescues the inbounds pass. And then you've got to get the ball over the halfway line, and they do so in 6.5 seconds. Now, this is better defense from Buducnost. But then they open up the lane, and Ballboy almost steps out of bounds and misses the 3. Well, everyone stopped for an instant then, thinking that was almost certainly a 3-pointer. Now, what can Buducnost do in the dying seconds of this first half to get themselves give themselves something to think about in the locker room. Well, they can go inside and get 2 there, and it's back to a 9-point game. Great penetration there from Nikola Ivanovic, who moves on to 6 points. Last minute of the first half. Osmerak. Wilbekin, defended by Nemanja Gurd. Foul. Scotty Wilbekin on the foul line. 2 from 2 so far. No problem. Wilbekin is averaging, and he's on 15 now. And not yet half-time. 40 seconds to go to that interval situation. Here's Derman, defended by Stanton Kidd. Gurdic. Shot clock on 6. Gurdic wheeling and dealing against Ballboy on the turnaround and doesn't get the drop. Osmerak. And here's Wilbekin. Looks up at the clock, looks at Coach Blatt and says, "Leave it to me, Coach." 7 seconds. Wilbekin against Gurdic. Wilbekin, is he going to pull up for the 3? No, he's going to go inside, find the man in the corner, and the 3 goes up and in on the buzzer! 13 points behind to go ahead in the fourth quarter in that game 1. They had 11 range at least. And that's an offensive foul, just what Buducnost Podgorica did not want. An unforced error. The illegal screen there. And the illegal screen set by Zoran Nikolic. Here's Kotel Osmerak, hit that buzzer beater at the end of the first half. The referees looked long and hard and decided that the backboard didn't light up until the ball was in the air. Here's Wilbekin, leading scorer in the first half with 15 points. And the rebound is grabbed emphatically by Zoran Nikolic. Now, no illegal screens. That's the message that Buducnost need here. Nikolic defended by Jawan Johnson. And Jawan Johnson fouls him. 17 points in game 1. Jawan Johnson, that's just his first foul though. And the rebound by Nikolic. His namesake hits the 3. That's the first 3-pointer of the game indeed by Buducnost Podgorica. And they trail now by 10. That'll lift the crowd. Wilbekin to Michael Eric. Jawan Johnson pulls up. And the rebound again by Zoran Nikolic. Doing a great job on the boards. That's his 6th rebound. Gurdic. Gibson, the leading scorer for Podgorica in that first half. On the foul line, he's 4 from 7. Zikic, head coach of Buducnost, said there. And he misses the second as well, but the offensive rebound. Nikolic is doing a great job on the boards. And so too is Jawan Johnson for Darussafaka. Here's Scotty Wilbekin. All Buducnost need to do is win. It doesn't matter how many they need to win by. They just need to win to take this back to Istanbul for game 3. And that's going to hurt. Mohamed Baigul buried the 3 from the corner. It's back to a 13-point game. Baigul hits his 7th point. He hit a crucial 3-pointer in the clutch in game 1. And the lane opened up, and Scotty Wilbekin, well, no defense from the American. And you do not say that too often. Perhaps he was expecting help. Well, if he was, the help didn't come. Back to an 11-point game. Here's Wilbekin again, trying to make up for that lack of defense. Baigul into Michael Eric. Eric against... That's good hands. Great hands indeed by Zoran Nikolic. The 3 goes up and misses by a long way. And Wilbekin was quickest to the rebound. Wilbekin so unselfish. Baigul. 7 points already. His first trip to the line tonight. Another is them to his teammate. They'll have possession after this. 2 from... A little bit of emotion from Coach Zikic didn't show much in game one, trying to think his way through the game. He's got a lot of heavy thinking to do here because the team trail by 12. 7 to go in the third. Oh, that's too easy. Great pass from Osmarak. And Michael Eric, the easiest thing to do was throw it down. Osmarak's having a great game. Didn't play in game one, of course. 5 points, and that's his second assist, and it was some assist as well. Biggest lead of the game, it's 14. Make it 12. Great penetration from Nemanja Gordic. 10 points in game one, 6 in game two so far. Here's Osmarak. Turkish national team player Osmarak, you can see why. Baygul inside. Well, Michael Green didn't expect it. He didn't get it either. Gibson inside. Get out of here. Wow, Juwan Johnson. Well, what a rejection. That had barely left the shooter's hand and he knocked it miles out. Great rejection there from Juwan Johnson. I hope we get a replay of that. The highlights so far, perhaps. Hamid Baygul. Baygul pulls up and shoots the air ball. Scored the first 11 points. And that man, Coach David Blatt, knows all about comebacks. Scotty Wilbekin taking a well-earned break. Wilbekin on 15 points, hasn't scored in the second half. And a bit of a turnover there, a bit of a disaster for the home side. Plus the groans from the crowd. Osmarak. Osmarak attempted alley-oop. Well, my bar of soap. Nikola Ivanovic in for Buducnost, as indeed is Petar Popovic. Ivanovic 6 points. Popovic yet to score, but has stolen the ball 3 times. Gordic taking it inside and coming out again. Fireworks blast off, and it's 2 for Gordic. Back to a 10-point game. Gordic moves on to 8 points. And look at the defense on Gordic. Here's Maccabi to win by 2. So comebacks and collapses are not new to David Blatt. Of course, he won the EuroLeague with Maccabi back in 2014, recovering from 13 points down against CSKA Moscow. And the 3-pointer there, 6 points and 5 rebounds for steals in game 2. But tonight, well, he's only scored 3 points, and that wasn't a 3-pointer. Over halfway through this third quarter, Ivanovic battle in that paint. Danilo Nekalic has got to be careful in there. That's 2 points to make a mistake in the event of a 1-point game, giving a 3 instead of a 2. Wilbekin having had a bit of a blow on the bench for a minute or so. Nice little weave out the top. Ulubai. That's way outside the arc. And well chased down indeed by Petar Popovic. The crowd appreciate the hustle from the Buducnost guard. Ivanovic. And the foul. That's rather a lazy foul. It's only an 11-point lead for Darussafaka. They led by 13 at half-time. Under 4 to go. Oh, the ball was into the corner, but he didn't go. And he didn't go in either. Hit the rim and bounced out. Osmarak. Osmarak inside! But no points. Well, Furkan Oldemir there could have tipped it in, but he almost tipped it out. And then makes up for it with a rebound. Wilbekin. Under 3.5 to go in the third. Wilbekin hasn't scored in the second half. 6 3-pointers to Darussafaka. Remember, they're the road team compared to 1 for the home team. Wilbekin. And the foul. replacing Furkan Oldemir. They played in the 2014 World Championships for Turkey and in the 15 and 17 Eurobasket. That's Oldemir, and he's on the bench now. That's too easy. That is way, way too easy. I mean, the defense, Wilbekin had all the time in the world to find his man inside, and Juwan Johnson had all the time in the world to turn around and score. That is unforgivable. Lack of defense, lack of hustle, lack of anything. Ivanovic. That silenced the crowd, certainly. Derman pulls up and hits a two. That'll help. Head slumped. And the three-point play is completed by Justin Derman. But it's still an 11-point lead for Darussafaka. Here's Wilbekin. Osmarak is running the show at the moment. Didn't play in game one, remember. Here he is again. Little bounce pass to Juwan Johnson. Inside for two. And another assist for Osmarak. Johnson moves on to 8 points. And Osmarak moves on to 3 assists. Whatever Buducnost do. Derman the rebound, he got 2 as well. Is he at the beginning of the comeback? Sparked by Justin Derman. He's got 5 points in this half so far. Here's the pass from Ivanovic. The rebound rather, Derman. Johnny on the spot, in the right place at the right time for a nice rebound and the conversion. And we have a timeout. No, we don't. We have a substitution. Wholesale substitution from Darussafaka, and some pressure up the floor. Yeah, that's it. Well, I was about to say that's it. That's what the pressure up the floor was trying to do, to force the turnover. And the referee is saying to player Kartal Osmarak, you've got to come away from the basket. There's Wilbekin trying to rescue this situation, and doing so under 2 minutes to go in the third. Gibson switches off Wilbekin and back onto him. Stanton Kidd. Osmarak inside, gets his shot blocked, and that's out of bounds, but with 9/10 of a second left on the shot clock. That's great penetration for Osmarak, and I think it was Alexei Ilic, 21-year-old, who blocked the shot. Under a second to go on the shot clock for Darussafaka. Now is the time to concentrate 100% if you are a Buducnost player. 9/10 of a second remaining on the shot clock. They get a shot away. Oh, on the buzzer, that is an absolute killer! 9/10 of a second, and Wilbekin buries the jumper for his 18th point. Goodness me, that is an absolute killer. So's that, going inside though. 30 is Petar Popovic. They won't lie down, this Montenegrin side, as Wilbekin calls the downplay, whatever that is. Whenever Darussafaka are in trouble, they go to Wilbekin. Well, they also go to Juwan Johnson, who gets the roll. Juwan Johnson now moves on to 10 points. But Wilbekin outscoring everyone. Well, he's down to 17 points, actually. Caption said 18 momentarily. 40 seconds remaining in the third. Hungry David Blatt. It's his first trip to the line tonight. Referee just explaining that there was a whack on the arm. In my playing days, we used to call that a hack. Very emotive word, though. Here's Wilbekin, an emotive player. Oh, a little bit of a reach there. Stanton Kidd in the corner for 3. Darussafaka are killing Buducnost from three-point range and a few other places as well. Three-pointer, that's the 7th from 16 attempts, compared to 1 from 10 from the home side. Remember, 2 quarterfinals have gone to a third game already tonight, but odds are that Darussafaka are going to sweep this series. As we go into the fourth quarter, Wilbekin, the man in charge. Wilbekin, of course, a teammate of Bradley Wanamaker last year when Wanamaker was here at Darussafaka. James Anderson as well. Entirely different team this year, but Wanamaker, he remains the star. If that goes in, oh my goodness me, that is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, no wonder Scotty says, come on you guys, give me some help. Not that he needs it. Wilbekin moves on to 20 points. Nice little bounce pass, or was it? Osmarak fights and can't quite keep the ball on the floor. Actually, it's Will Cummins there fighting for the loose ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock because Buducnost didn't lose possession. Now with 9/10 of a second remaining a few minutes ago, Wilbekin scored. And Buducnost are going to make a right mess of that, or are they? Yes, they are. As Stanton Kidd gets the loose ball. No, we'll give him a rebound for that. Scotty Wilbekin, MVP of the regular season. You can see why. And the foul, the reaching foul there into the bench. Wilbekin's not, certainly. Danilo Nikolic back in. Nikolic 12 points and 10 rebounds in game 1, but just 4 points and 2 rebounds so far in game 2. Here's Wilbekin. Stanton Kidd. Is it one big 3? And that's a big 2. Stanton Kidd moves on to 8 points. Wilbekin 20 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. And he's been fouled 8 times as well for a stats index of 27. And there's a foul. Fucking hell, he looks around. Ivanovic into the corner, the three-pointer and out, and the rebound by Popovic. Petar Popovic having a good game. Ivanovic, he too having a good game. Is that the spark that Buducnost Podgorica need to get themselves into a situation where they have a third game? There's still a long way to go. 49-64 with a long time to go. Here's Wilbekin. Such an unselfish player, Wilbekin. His team, they know that when they need a score, he's there, but he's also there to give the assist as well. Erdeman, oh. Furkan Eldemir. Sorry, my mistake, misidentification. Okben Ulabai. Couldn't have been Eldemir because Ulabai is left-handed. Carl Gibson had a good start to the game, but has gone quiet since. Gibson on 10 points. And at last we see the real Justin Derlman. He hits double figures. 52 plays 66. And all that Darussafaka have to do now is be smart, be cool. That was a travel. That was a travel. Wow. Yeah, the crowd saw it. And justice has been seen to have been done. Zikic, the coach, saw it as well. 3,000 fans here saw it and called it. And clumsy as well. Well drawn indeed by Nikola Ivanovic. Gibson takes it inside, almost loses it. Almost a 5-second call. Oh, nice pass. And Popovic off the glass. So 54-66. Buducnost Podgorica refusing to lie down. It's going to be an almighty comeback if they do indeed come back. Scotty Wilbekin, he knows the scenario here. Wilbekin inside, a little bounce pass, and that shot is blocked. And here go Buducnost again. If they score now, will David Blatt call timeout? Nice pass there from Derlman. Here's Ivanovic. Long time left on the shot clock. And the foul is Stanton. They need to do the same again several times. Get something off every offense and then play good defense. Ivanovic. 7 on the shot clock. Ivanovic again into Derlman. That's a tough pass. And the foul. Was it? The trouble is for Buducnost, they haven't scored easy points. Now they do, though. It's a 10-point game again, and Davy Blatt says that's enough. I'm going to talk about it. 13 points now to Nikola Ivanovic. It's back to 10. Remember, it was 18 at one stage. It was too easy. Podgorica come back here from 18 points adrift to win this one. Well, there's a foul there. Now, was that a tactical foul by Peter Buducnost? The crowd have woken up here. Wow, they almost dropped the ball. Ulabai almost dropped the ball there. That would have been fatal almost. You do realise basketball commentators are prone to exaggerate. Of course, it wasn't fatal. It was pretty bad, but not quite. Life and death. Here's Wilbekin. Wilbekin, the ball in the right hands. Ball boy fakes the three. Shot clock on 4. Ball boy's got to throw it up. Ball boy shoots the ball and hits on the buzzer again. That is the third buzzer beater by Darussafaka. Goodness me, that is absolute. That so much hurts the home side. They did all the hard work. They played with 1 second to go in the shot clock, and ball boy buried it. But back to a 12-point game. That's 3 times now they've done a similar kind of thing. Justin Derman fakes to go inside on the turnaround. Derman misses. And the rebound, great team rebounding, particularly there by Darussafaka in the form of Okben Ulabai. Here's Wilbekin. Wilbekin. Oh, what a fake. The fake pass. Wilbekin, that is absolutely sensational play. He faked the handoff. The defense took the fake, and then he had the easiest layup. Goodness me, what a layup, what a move, what a player! 22 points to Scotty Wilbekin. Petar Popovic does the same thing. It's back to a 12-point game. 4.5 to go in the fourth. Here's Wilbekin. I'm in charge, says Scotty Wilbekin. 5 Balbai. Stanton Kidd in the corner. Juwan Johnson inside for 2. Well, the defense just went AWOL then. Danilo Nikolic saying, where's the help? Well, Danilo, where's the original man-to-man defense then? It's back to 14. Juwan Johnson throws it down for his 10th point. Ivanovic. Derman is rather hesitant, I'm afraid to say. And that is possession with 5 on the... Scotty Wilbekin takes a break, and Will Cummings back in to replace him. 5 on the shot clock. It's got to go up. Kyle Gibson, it does so, and it's in for a 2. 60 plays 72. Is it enough? I don't think so. Now all that Darussafaka have to do is run the clock several times now. It's not over yet, but advantage definitely with the Turkish side, and the foul. And Stanton Kidd on the foul line. He's an 83% foul shooter. Stanton Kidd, 25-year-old American. He said it's a colourful college career. South Plains Junior College, North Carolina Central, and Colorado State. Been around a bit. Young kid. Gibson fakes the pass to Ivanovic. They need a flurry of threes, really. Now, will that be one of them? It may be. It's the first of hopefully many for Buducnost. It's a 10-point game again. Kyle Gibson onto 15 points compared to the 2 he played. He scored in game 1, and the foul is Justin Derman. Cummins, no problem. Only 1 from 2. Oh, the rebound! Cummins! How did he sneak in there for the rebound? 3 players in white shirts couldn't get the rebound, and the smallest player in that little group, Cummins, did get the rebound. Nice fake from Derman. Derman 4, and it. Darussafaka, what a team of fighters they are. As Nemanja Gordic comes back in for Buducnost Podgorica. Cummins taking charge now. And Scotty Wilbekin is still on the floor. Here he is. Takes control when he needs to. Scotty Wilbekin against Kyle Gibson. Wilbekin pulls up, and a rare miss for him, but he did use up a lot of time. Gibson defended by Wilbekin. Good defence from Wilbekin, and good defence indeed from that man, Stanton Kidd. Has he hurt his finger? Maybe in agony because he couldn't quite steal the ball. Good help from Will Cummins as well. Oh, Stanton Kidd got an elbow in the teeth, I think. An accidental elbow, that is. Well, both teams have outscored their Game 1 performances substantially. But look at that. 76 points to Darussafaka, having scored only 57 in Game 1, in the entirety of Game 1. Ivanovic, he's had a good game. Ivanovic, 13 points. Can't get it in. Now gets it into Durman. Durman gets his shot blocked. Good help defense again from Darussafaka. They ganged up on him. Here's Wilbekin. 22 points for a stats index of 28, which is more than double anyone else on the floor. Double PIR, that is. Wilbekin defended by Durman. Almost toying with him. He is toying with him. Finds a teammate in the corner. That teammate Will Cummins, and he doesn't beat the shot clock. That's the... I wouldn't say that is the difference in the score, but it's been heartbreak time for Buducnost. Gibson hits a three. They're not lying down. They're still trailing by 10, but a minute and a half to go. 66 plays 76. Gibson moves on to 18 points. But this man on the ball is going to run the clock. Ball boy defended by Gibson. Well, the ball went through the legs of seconds for Buducnost to outscore their opponents in an 11-0 run. If they can do that, that's a big, big ask. They've got to do it quickly. Gibson inside, he's fouled. He's on 12 points, he's got 4 rebounds. First is good. 1 from 2, and the rebound, and the foul. Now, is that unsportsmanlike? It is certain. They have 2 shots, they have possession. They've got to go in. Oh, the grubbing. Well, he gets the second. Yeah. Remember, David Blatt has just called timeout. He's still got 1 left. Now, a score here will make it very, very interesting indeed. Buducnost, are they in a zone? No, they're in a man-to-man, I think. Gordic almost lost it. Here's Gordic. Got to fire up a 3, a missile just missed him actually. Gordic on the fade, misses it, and the rebound by none other than Scotty Wilbekin. And the referee says, let's stop the game because, well, the last thing they want is to be showered in confetti again. Why would you throw something on the floor with your team with a possibility of winning the game? Well, I have no idea. I have no answer to my own question there. 40 seconds remaining. It's an 8-point lead for Darussafaka. That should be it. It's still possible. Unlikely again. And Darussafaka here now will run the clock. Run the shot clock almost to its entirety, one suspects. And remember, they're pretty expert at buzzer beaters. Some people in the crowd have seen enough. Unfortunate. Perhaps Buducnost lost the opportunity in Game 1. They lost that by 3. They're trying to foul Will Cummins, and eventually they do foul him. Cummins, 5 points, 1 from 2 from the foul line in this game. 18.8%. So not a man you rely upon to hit threes in the game, but foul shots, no problem. Yeah, very, very quiet here now in the Maracha Arena. They know the game is up, so the season is as good as over. Although that 3-pointer goes in, it's a 7-point game with the shot clock and game clock as good as synchronized. David Blatt wants to make no mistake. He's making absolutely 100% sure his team know that it's not over yet.